My name is Mia Thompson, and at 35 years old, I never imagined my sister's wedding reception in Miami would become the breaking point where I finally struck back. For years, she'd branded me the family failure, the sibling who ditched a safe marketing career for risky tech startups, driving an old compact while she flaunted her executive role, and my brother boasted his own ventures. But that evening, as guests raised glasses during the toasts, she pulled me aside with a venomous whisper. "You don't even belong here. Your broke ideas ruin the vibe." My brother snickered nearby, adding, "Yeah, sis, maybe skip the next one until you hit it big." The sting hit hard, but I masked it, the anger simmering as I realized this was their usual game, belittling me to feel superior. No more. If you faced that kind of sibling betrayal at a celebration, how would you handle it? Drop your stories in the comments. I'd love to see what you'd do. I had reached my limit, but I held it together, forcing a polite smile as I returned to my seat among the dancing guests. My sister, still glowing in her white gown, didn't let up, turning to our dad with a dramatic sigh. "Dad, can you believe she showed up in that outdated dress? It's like she wants to embarrass us on my big day." Our dad patted her hand, chuckling lightly. "Honey, you know your sister's always been the free spirit, too busy with those pie-in-the-sky apps to worry about appearances." My brother joined in, leaning over with a smirk. "Exactly, Dad. Mia, how's that latest startup going? Still waiting for the big breakout, or is it another flop like the last one?" The jabs kept coming, layered with that fake concern they always use to mask the cruelty, and I felt the familiar knot tighten in my stomach, the one from countless family events where they position themselves as the winners, and me as the joke. My sister circled back, her voice louder now to draw attention from nearby relatives. "Seriously though, why bother coming if you're just going to drag the energy down? Your tech dreams are cute, but let's be real. This is a celebration for people who've actually made it." Our dad nodded along. "She's right, kiddo. Your brother's killing it with his company, launches your sister's ceiling deals left and right. Maybe it's time to join the real world." My brother piled on, raising his glass mockingly. "Hear, hear. Mia, when are you going to admit those ideas of yours aren't cutting it? Stick to what the family knows. Marketing pays the bills." I clenched my fists under the tablecloth, the hurt boiling into quiet fury, but I didn't lash out yet, scanning the room instead for the event coordinator I'd spotted earlier. Their words echoed the same pattern, elevating themselves by stepping on me, and I knew this night would change everything. As the band struck up another song, my sister grabbed the mic for an impromptu speech, pointing my way with a laugh. "And to my little sis, may she finally find success like the rest of us." Guests chuckled politely, but the humiliation burned, pushing me to the edge. No way was I letting them rewrite my story anymore. With a steady breath, I lifted my phone discreetly, texting a quick message to set things in motion. Eyes turned as the coordinator approached our table swiftly, her expression brightening upon seeing me. "VIP alert. How can we make this evening perfect for you?" My sister's bouquet nearly slipped from her hand, confusion spreading across her face. My brother and dad exchanged puzzled looks, their confidence cracking just a bit. The shift was palpable, questions hanging unspoken, and I allowed myself a small, controlled grin, time to turn the tables. The coordinator pulled up a chair at our table without missing a beat, her eyes lighting up as she focused on me first, completely bypassing the surprised stares from the wedding party. "Mia, you should have texted. I'd have upgraded the whole setup for you." My sister's veil shifted slightly as she gripped her husband's arm, her face twisting in confusion. "You know her." The coordinator turned, her professional smile sharpening into something more assertive. "Know her. Your sister's the savior who kept this event planning firm alive after the crash, clients dropping, debts mounting. We were hours from folding." My brother nearly spilled his champagne, coughing out, "She threw in money. That's ridiculous." My sister leaned forward, her bouquet forgotten in her lap. "Mia, what is this?" The coordinator motioned to a staff member for a premium bottle from the bar, pouring into crystal glasses that caught the festive lights and pressed on. It went beyond funding. She analyzed our operations, caught overlooked costs, secured better vendor rates, and restructured our contracts. When we still needed a lifeline, she wired $2 million instantly, no hesitation. My dad's expression hardened, his tie suddenly too tight. 2 million. Come on, she's the one always hustling for scraps. The coordinator raised an eyebrow, glancing my way before letting out a low laugh and refilling the rounds. You really didn't know. She paused, emphasizing each word. Mia's no ordinary investor. She holds 70% ownership now, the discreet kind, who arrives in her reliable sedan, but stores a premium convertible in her private bay. My brother adjusted his cufflinks, looking uneasy. Private bay. She's got that level of assets. The coordinator affirmed with a firm nod. Closed on a beachfront villa last spring, all cash low-key. I'm not exaggerating. She's ensured our crew stays employed, events booked solid. My sister's tone wavered as she interjected, but how Dad's always said she's barely afloat, no buzz in the industry. That's her approach, the coordinator replied, toasting me subtly. Behind the scenes, driving the wins without the glory. My dad placed his glass down firmly, the base clicking against the table. This doesn't add up. She'd have bragged about it long ago. The coordinator caught my eye for a silent confirmation, then faced him directly. Would she, after overhearing those constant slams tonight? The doubts, the dismissals, no, she guards her plays. Right then, flashes from my teens hit me hard. Me at 16 sharing my first app concept with my sister, only for her to steal it, pitch it to a rival firm, and pocket the credit while calling my ideas childish fantasies. The betrayal stung fresh, turning my simmering anger into a frozen determination to expose everything. As the coordinator wrapped up, a sharp-dressed woman in her 50s navigated through the crowd from a side table, her poised walk and designer accessories signaling boardroom power. She halted beside us, offering a hand with recognition. Mia Thompson spotted you amid the speeches. Lydia Grant from Horizon Marketing, your bailout last winter, transformed my agency from near collapse. My brother's glass trembled. Bailout for agencies. But she barreled ahead, her delivery crisp and unyielding. She didn't just provide capital pinpointed client retention flaws, linked us with digital platforms, revamped our campaigns in days. Without her strategy, we'd be another shuttered operation. My sister fidgeted with her ring. Campaigns, Mia, you're involved in that. Before I could speak, a young assistant hurried over from the venue staff, clipboard in hand, her enthusiasm evident. Miss Thompson, it's me, Carla Ruiz. The tech internship fund you set up under the radar. I nailed my certification, snagged a developer role at a startup. My dad's fists clenched. Internships, you're sponsoring careers now. Carla beamed. Zero debt for me, a true launchpad. My brother rapped his knuckles on the table. Career boosts. This is escalating. The revelations intensified when the lead DJ stepped in, briefly adjusting his headset. Mia, that playlist curation you advised, mixing genres with the tech vibe. It's pack the dance floor all night. My sister blinked rapidly. You curate events too. He grinned. Way more. She balances the flow, keeps us trending without the hype. Lydia nodded to Carla and the DJ before withdrawing with a final, sync on the upgrade soon. Carla murmured appreciation and departed, the DJ returning to his booth. Low conversations from guests added pressure, and the accumulated dismissals ignited a cold fury within me. I was through with their shadows. Your lives stand on pillars I erected in silence. My brother demanded sharply, clarify that. I edged closer, the truth flowing with controlled intensity. Your venture, brother, the seed round you, credit to savvy networking, I own. The investment pool acquired it, struggling injected funds for innovation grants, sustained your growth. My dad's voice cracked. You back our tech hub. And locked in stability, full teams, your pitches prioritized. My sister shoved back slightly. The agency's client surge last quarter, the contract's dad attributed to luck. I affirmed. My acquisitions pulled it took over the network discreetly cut overhead for family ties. My brother's tone escalated. We've relied on you. My dad roared, this is a ploy you're fabricating to strike. A steely calm enveloped me, gearing for the takedown. I forged every piece unseen contributions while you mocked my choices. My sister turned pale, snapping, so you're gonna burn it down now, torch everything on my wedding day. The deep-seated betrayal ignited into cold precision. You bet. My device buzzed. Yeah, it accepted the video link openly. Mia Victor Hayes here, your mentor on the project's need affirmation. The feed displayed him in his study bookshelves behind. My dad snapped, mentor another player. Victor surveyed the group. The allocations for the startup and the agency directly from our collaborative reserves, 400,000 yearly her oversight. My brother gasped. Collaborative reserves. Mia's the mastermind multiplied my returns exponentially. I closed with Victor, thanks shared as he offered ping for reinforcement. The intensity mounted, and suddenly my sister's husband interjected, defending her. This can't be right, Mia. You're upsetting the whole event. But his face paled as the implications sank in, sparking a heated back and forth that cracked their perfect couple image guests, whispering as the argument escalated. Hurt solidified into power, I was set to dismantle the illusions. Abruptly, a formal figure appeared with a dossier. Miss Thompson, the proposals cleared $12 million for the digital ecosystem. My dad's champagne flute slipped. $12 million. Like routine. I inscribed my approval swiftly. Roll it out, priority on incubators for new innovators. He sealed the files. Pivotal shift. The coordinator returned with leather-bound planners. Elite packages for your guests on the house. She handed them out. Mia optimized these smart efficiencies. A short line of venue workers formed one, topping off drinks. Salary bump means steady work, thanks. Another noted softly. Startup grant covered my side project, no worries now. The DJ cued a custom mix. Your vibe suggestions, crowd's loving it. My dad's plate sat cold. Your entourage. I raised my glass to them. Their opportunities, I protect them. Outside, the valet waved keys, not my compact, but a high-performance roadster under the spotlights. My brother eyed it wide. That's no economy model. Treated myself, last milestone. I stood tall. Substance beats flash. Murmurs spread as I moved forward. My dad surged up chair, screeching. Mia, stop right there. This is blood. Let's bury the hatchet. I see it clear now, no more knocks. My brother grabbed the side. Sis, hold off takedowns like this. We've opened our eyes. Catch up soon, your ground rules. My sister stood shakily, hands pleading. Spot on, sorry for the blind spots. Respect doesn't cover it. You're owning it. Let us prove we recognize that. I held my dad's gaze steadily. Recognize, after the curtain drops. Only valid with the bankroll exposed. His words tripped. It's more, always spotted your drive, just bad steers. One sit down, we mend. I shook my head once. 3.5 decades wiping me out, ignored breakthroughs, slapped with loser stamps. You'd twist it to hog the spotlight. My brother edged nearer. Leave the old stuff, hubs critical, but I'll foot standard fees. My laugh sliced through. Standard like brushing off my grinds or your crunches, shadow supports, 'cause facts hurt worse. My sister sagged. Epic screw up, but roots run deeper than riches. Overlook at one go. My dad reached across. Please, your mom would have fought for togetherness. I stepped away, folding my serviette. She did, you went with the fiction over your kid. Wrapped up, no pings, no get-togethers, no do-overs. My brother's color drained. Dumping us. You'll kick yourself later. Your foundation was my build loan, climb ahead. My sister whispered urgently, Mia, wait. But I headed out, workers clearing a path, the engine waiting with a low rumble. 1 week later, the consequences unfolded like a domino chain no one could stop. My dad's consulting business hit the wall first, legal documents landing on his desk, stamps still wet for insolvency proceedings. The high-end event venue he'd leveraged for growth shut down abruptly, creditors circling after I retracted the covert backing his 8-figure loan extension drawn from my undisclosed reserves without a clue. No deferrals left vendors pulling out, associates scattering like confetti in the wind. By the end of the week, his office space echoed empty locks, changed overnight. My brother got slammed next, cease and desist served at his company headquarters during a pitch meeting. Investors bailed on his latest app rollout, funding evaporated to market demands, 40% shortfall, no buffers. Terms he'd signed blindly years ago now enforced ruthlessly. Board members jumped ship, prototypes shelved in makeshift storage, smelling of defeat. He roamed co-working spots, barking into his headset. This is sabotage, sister, yanking the plug. Collapse imminent, his flagship product traded for freelance gigs. My sister suffered the rawest blow in her agency corridors, executives hauling her into a closed-door session, termination letter in hand. Client accounts froze, campaigns halted as my phantom sponsorships for digital tools and outreach vanished overnight. No new leads for branding overhauls, deadlines piling up, her team downsized to skeletons without support. That night, she stared at her device, finger lingering over my profile, but the block held firm, guilt or defiance keeping her silent. Meanwhile, I finalized a fresh partnership from my Ocean View loft horizon, endless 20 million, for a tech incubator, network schematics expanding across my workspace. Notifications poured in from Lydia on agency revivals, Carla on her project launch. No family notifications, filters tight since the motor faded. Payback arrived, subtle, not explosive, but a gradual dismantle structures I'd upheld now collapsing under their weight. My dad liquidated assets to stave off ruin. My brother hunted scraps from old contacts. My sister patched gigs with temporary fixes. Each failure reflected their former mock's victory, forging onward without apology. Ultimately, this showed me kinship doesn't justify treachery. Relatives can wound deepest when envy clouds judgment. Take it as a caution. Cherish individuals for their essence, not your biases, or face the void when reality strikes. Appreciate you tuning into my tale. Smash subscribe for additional genuine shares and share below. How would you respond to sibling deceit? But as I reached the venue doors, my sister's scream cut through the music. Mia, get back here. You can't just walk away like this. And the entire reception froze. 200 guests raising glasses, turning to stares as she stormed after me in her wedding dress, veil trailing like a battle flag. My brother grabbed her arm, but she shook him off, tears streaking her makeup. You think you're so high and mighty now, after everything I've done for this family? I paused at the threshold, the night air cool against my skin, and turned slowly, microphone from the DJ booth somehow in my hand from the coordinator's quick pass. Done for us, like stealing my first app prototype at 16 and selling it to Tech Trend for 50K while telling Dad I was just doodling. The crowd gasped. My dad stumbled forward, face ashen. What are you talking about? My sister shrieked back. That was your idea. I made it better. I held up my phone, projecting the old email chain onto the venue's big screen behind us, her forwarding my code to her boss, time-stamped clear as day. Guests murmured, her husband backing away visibly. Sophia, you never told me. He muttered, their perfect vows cracking live. My brother tried intervening. Mia, this is your revenge. Airing dirty laundry at her wedding. But I cut him off cold. Revenge. You mean justice. That flop app she stole. It's the backbone of your startup's algorithm. You've been running my code for 5 years. Proof flashed up next, his app's core files, matching my original patent 98%. The room erupted, relatives whispering furiously, champagne glasses forgotten. My dad clutched his chest. Girls, stop this. It's your mother's anniversary weekend. But my sister lunged, grabbing my arm. You planned this, sabotaging my day. I wrenched free, voice steady over the speakers. Your day. This wedding, your firm, his startup, all on my 2 million silent lifeline. And now every dollar dries up at midnight. Her knees buckled, husband catching her as sobs hit guests, filming the viral moment sealed. My mentor Jordan's voice crackled through speakerphone I'd patched in. Mia just executed the withdrawals, startup funding zeroed, agency contracts, voided venue ownership, transferred effective immediately. The lights flickered, power cut to their account. As backup generators kicked in for me only, my brother yelled, "You're killing us." I stepped into the spotlight one last time. No, brother, you killed my dreams first. Enjoy the cake on the house, literally. Dropping the mic with a thud that echoed, I slid into the roadster engine, roaring to life as tires screeched, leaving 200 stunned faces and one shattered wedding in the dust. The video hit 1 million views by morning. Yuki's sister wedding revenge trending worldwide, but I was already 300 miles north, sealing a 25 million incubator deal in Orlando, blueprints rolling out as champagne popped for my team. Back in Miami, chaos reigned. My sister's agency imploded. First, major clients like Nike and Pepsi pulled 12 million contracts overnight when my network revealed her stolen strategy origins. Her corner office emptied by noon, staff walking out with my anonymous severance texts. Tell Sophia karma codes clean, each read. Her husband filed separation papers by Tuesday, citing deceptive business practices. After his best man leaked the screen recordings, their honeymoon suite sat vacant, deposit refunded to my account. My brother fared worse. His app crashed from servers. I remotely shut down 80K users, uninstalling when push alerts blasted, built on stolen IP, uninstall now. Investors sued for fraud. His beachfront condo foreclosed by Friday when my bank called his secret LOC $3 million he'd borrowed for luxury boats. He slept in his office parking lot, tweeting desperate apologies that got ratioed 10-1. Dad's venue empire crumbled slowest, but surest. Cancellations flooded after the viral clip. His signature ballroom dark by week's end. Mortgage defaulted when I triggered the balloon payment clause hidden in his lucky refinance. He called from a motel payphone Sunday. Mia, please, your mother's grave tomorrow. One last chance. I let it ring, blocking the final number as I toasted my board to clean code and cleaner breaks. 6 months later, sisters waitressing at a dive bar, husband dating her ex-MOH, brothers coding bootcamp dropout, crashing on couches, dad's flipping burgers at his own failed venue, now a Waffle House. Me, unicorn status. My authentic AI platform hit 500 million valuation, Forbes cover, screaming the sister who coded revenge. But the real win, freedom from their poison. This proves betrayal by blood cuts deepest, but truth compiles faster than lies. Sisters, brothers, don't let envy steal your siblings' spark, or watch their firewall burn your world down. Guard your ideas, lift your kin, or face deletion when the algorithm turns. Thanks for riding this roller coaster with me. Smash subscribe for more family firestorms, like if Mia slayed, and comment below, what's your sibling revenge story? Spill, I read everyone.